Hi guys, welcome to the next session in the Maven series. So in this session, we will see how we can create the executable jar file for your Maven project. Okay, so we will create the executable jar for our Maven project, and we will see how we can run that jar file, and how we can run our automation code by running that executable jar file. Okay, so there are two ways by which we can create the executable jar for any Maven project. Okay, so let's see one by one. So here I have created two Maven project, Maven executable jar 1 and jar 2. Okay, so in executable jar 1 project, I only have the source code available under src main Java folder. So here we have two packages. This is the main runner class, from where we are going to run our uh, source code. Okay, so this is the public static void main method available in this main runner class, and this is the source code. We are just going to print this statement in the console. Okay, so this project do not have any unit level test cases that usually we add in the src test java. Okay, so it only have these source codes. So this is my first project. So let's see how we can create the executable jar file for this project. Okay, so first of all, if we run this command, okay, we know that for creating your jar for a maven project, we can use maven package or maven install command. So when we run that command, we will get a jar file, but that jar file is not an executable jar file. That will be a jar file containing the class files for your java source codes. Okay, it cannot be executable. We cannot execute code from that jar file. Okay, so let me show you that first. So without adding any plugin, we are going to run this command maven install, or you can run the maven package also from this build. Okay, so as of now I will use this maven install. So our jar file will be available in this location, building jar, and this is the location where our jar file will be available. That is the project location under target folder. So let us go to that location now. Okay, so under target folder you will find this jar file. So let's see the content of that jar file now. So you will find this com.qa package. Under that we have this main class and then source code, and in meta information you will find this file .mf, and here you will find some information available here. Okay, so let's try to run this jar file. Okay, and let's see what error we will get. So let's open the command prompt from here. So to run any jar file in Java with the help of command prompt, we can use this Java space hyphen jar, then provide the jar file name you want to run. So this is my file name, and give dot jar extension. Okay, hit enter. So here you will find this error, no main manifest attribute in this jar file. Okay, so there is no information related to the main method where exactly it is available, because to run any Java application, so this is just an Java application we can say, and if you want to run that Java application, then you need to provide where your main method is available, because main method is nothing but your entry point of your program. Okay, from where execution will start, but we have not provided any information where our main method is available. Okay, so that means this jar file is not an executable jar file. Okay, so let's see how we can create the executable jar file now. Okay, for same maven project, if you want to create the maven executable jar file, go to pom.xml. Okay, so there are two ways. First, let's see from the pom.xml. Let's add the jar plugin into this. So in this pom.xml file, I have added the jar plugin under build tag, then plugins, and where we can include the multiple plugins. So this is the jar plugin, and you need to provide this two information under manifest tag, that is add class path, that is true, and then provide the main class information where exactly your main method is available. So my main method is available in this com.qa.main package in this main runner.java class, right? So that is what I have provided here, com.qa.main. This is the package, and then main runner is my Java class where my main method is available. Okay, so let's rerun this project with maven install, and then let's see whether we will get the executable jar file or not. So first of all, let's clean our maven project first with maven clean. So it will delete the jar file, the previous jar file. So there is some issue, build failure, maybe jar file is open in this application. Let me close it. Okay, build success. So again we will use maven install, or you can use the maven package also. Okay, so from here we can use the package command to create the jar file. So we will get the jar file at the same project location, right? So let's go here under the target folder, refresh it, and this time we will see the content. So content will be same, only we need information about our main method. Okay, so here you can find main class com.qa.main main runner. So now this time we have information about where my main method is available under the jar file. Okay, so this means this jar file is now executable jar file, and we will be able to run this jar file now. Okay, so java space -jar, provide the jar file name .jar, enter. So you can see it is printing running source code. That means this time we have created this executable jar file, and we are able to run that jar file. Okay, we got the output as well. Okay, so this is one of the way by which we can create the executable jar file by using this jar plugin. Need to add in the pom.xml file of your maven project. So now let's see the second way by which we can create the executable jar file. So first of all, let's compile our project. Okay, so we require the class files, right? So we will compile the maven project first using compile. Okay, so just refresh the project once. Okay, and then right click on your project, then select this option export. So I want to export my maven project as a runnable jar file, so you need to search this option runnable. Okay, so I am going to create this runnable jar file for our maven project. So from this launch configuration, select your maven project for which we are creating the executable jar file. So this is the main runner class, okay, where my main class is main method is available. So select that project and select the destination where you want to export the jar file. Okay, so as of now I am exporting at my project location itself. Okay, and this is my jar file name, executable jar. Let's say executable jar 1. Save it, and you can select any one of these option. Okay, this if you select this one also it is good, not an issue with this option as well. So and click on finish. Okay, so let's go to the project location now. So here you will find this executable jar 1. Okay, so let's see the content of that jar file. So here we have got our source code, and in the meta information you can see our main class is also available. Okay, com.qa.main.main runner. So let's try to execute this file, java space -jar, then file name .jar. Okay, so we got the output. Okay, so these are the two ways by which we can create the executable jar file for your maven project. Okay, one is from adding the jar plugin and providing the information about the class path and main class where your main method is available, and you can export your maven project into the runnable jar file by using the export functionality. Okay, so let's try to use these two options for our second maven project. So in this second project I have source code available in this src main java different package, and I have my test cases in the src test java. Okay, so my main runner class is now available under src test java. Okay, and we have some test cases for home page and login test where we have used the test-ng annotations. Okay, so I'm just calling some methods from the page classes, and here for verifying whether our code is working fine or not after running the jar file, we will open the Chrome browser and we will go to the google.com. And for running this testng methods, we need to create the testng XML file. Okay, so that I have created. This is the testng XML file. Okay, so we need to run these two classes, com.keyword.test, login page test, and home page test. Okay, these two tests, and our main class is available in this main runner.java. So without main, with the help of testng XML, if I want to run this project, these test cases, then I will simply right click on the testng XML and I will use this testng suite. Okay, run as testng suite. So it will run my two test cases. So it will open the Chrome and google.com and close the browser. Okay, both tests run. And we are just simply printing this statement in the console. Okay, so now without testng XML file, if I want to run with the help of main method, okay, from this main runner class, so what I have to do is, first of all, I need to declare one static variable. Okay, so we are going to use the testng class method, run method. So for that purpose, first define static variable testng. This is my reference, and import it from the org.testng. Okay, so here with the help of this reference, I can call the run method, testng.run. Okay, so before running the testng, I need to provide my XML file details. Okay, or your testng class details, right? So first of all, let's see how we can run it from the XML file. So I will create a path variable here, string path. So I need to provide my where my XML file is available. Okay, so it is available at my project location. So I will use system dot get property user dot directory. Okay, so I will get the project location, current project directory, plus my testng XML file. So this is available at my project location, testng.xml. Should be inside the double quote. Okay, so this path will contains where my testng XML file is available. Okay, so I need to create one list. Okay, so before that, let me show you why we are creating the list here, array list. So if you want to run the testng XML with the help of this main method, we need to add this testng suite information. Okay, so we need to use this set test suites. Okay, this method. So this method required the list of string containing the information about your XML files. Okay, as an argument. Okay, list of string of the suite files. So that's why we need to create the list variable here, list of string, let's say XML list equal to new array list. Okay, so import it from java.util. So this XML list dot add. Okay, so this add method we can use to add the object into this array list. So I'm going to add my first XML file. So this is the path I need to add. Again, this XML list I need to provide as an argument here. Okay, so here we are indirectly running our XML file, but we are using the main method, Java main method here. Okay, so in testng XML we are running these two testng classes, testng test cases. So if we run this code from the main method as a Java application, this should also open the Chrome browser and google.com. So I'm getting some error here. Let me check that. Null pointer exception at the line number 17 here. Okay, Okay, I found the issue where we have just created the reference for the test ng, but we have not created any object for that, right? So here we need to create the object first. So test ng reference equal to new test ng. Okay, so that's why we got the null pointer exception. Okay, so using this object and object reference, we will add this XML file details, set to test suits. Okay, and then using the run method, we can run it. So this time it is running our test cases. Okay, that means we are able to run our test.ng XML file from the main method as well. So always run your code first before creating the jar file for your project, if it is running or not. Okay, so now it is running, so that we can create the jar file now. Okay, so if we use the first option, like the first maven project using the jar file, so if you use this method, then it will that jar file will only contain the information about the source code available under the src main java. Okay, it will not contain any information or codes class files for the src stage java classes. Okay, and that's why you won't be able to run your automation from that executable jar file. Okay, so let me show you that first. So this is the pom.xml file for our maven second project, and same information I have provided here, the main class com.q.main and main runner. So let me update the maven project first. Maven update project. Okay, and if we run maven install, then we will get our jar file, right? So let's see what contents we will get inside that jar file. So it will run the test cases as well. It will compile and run the test case, and then it will create the jar file, and it will install the jar file in m2 repository as well. So let's go to our project location now. So my second maven executable jar 2, and under target folder we will get our jar file. So let me open it and let's see what is the content. So you can see here we only have this com.qa.pages. Okay, these class files. We do not have any information or class files under src test java. Okay, so if we run that jar file, then we will get the errors, because we are calling some methods from the page class, and this src test homepage test classes and main runner is not available in our jar file. Okay, even though this meta information will have the information related to the main class where it is available, but as these classes are not available in this jar file, we won't be able to run our jar file. Okay, so in this case we will use our second approach. Okay, we will export our maven project into the jar file, and then that will be the executable jar file we will be able to run from the command prompt. So just to refresh the project once, and then use the same export, select this runnable jar. This time select the maven project, the second maven project, right? Okay, so for this project we are creating the runnable jar, and export location at the project location itself. This is my second maven project, right? So I will select this one, and this should be the file name, no problem, and click on save. Finish. Jar exported finish with the warnings. Okay, so let's see the details. So there are some warnings in these test classes, no problem, it will not create any issue. So this time if we see the content of our jar file at the project location, let's see that now. So this time you can see it has exported all the jar files, whatever it is required for our maven project, it has exported it into the jar files. So all the class files are available now from the page classes, from the test classes, right? You can see that here, and our main class is also available. Okay, and under meta information we will find the information related to the main class as well. That means we should be able to run this jar file now, and it will run our automation code if we run this jar file. Okay, so to run this jar file, again we can use the command prompt java space -jar executable jar1 dot jar. So this should open the Chrome browser, google.com. Okay, so same thing should happen that we seen through the Eclipse. Okay, so it is going to open the Chrome browser. So it will take some time to start the Chrome driver. So let's wait for some second. It is starting now. Okay, so both the tests got executed and passed. So now if I want to run without XML file, that also I can do from this main method. So here we have provided the XML file information. So instead of that, what I can do, we comment this, we will use test-ng dot set test classes, means which test-ng classes you want to run. Now this method requires array of the classes. Okay, array of the test-ng classes that you want to run. So I will create new class array and I will provide the test-ng class names here. So I want to run this home page test and login page test classes, right? Login page test dot class, and second class that I want to run is home page test dot class. Okay, so first let's see if we are able to run it or not. Okay, so it is opening the Chrome browser. That means we are successfully able to run the test-ng classes, okay, from the main method. Okay, so let's go and create the jar file for this. So right click on your project, then go to export runnable jar. Okay, the same maven executable jar2 project and the same location. Okay, so select any one of these and click on finish. So it is going to overwrite our previous jar file. Okay, click on yes. So it is exporting now. So let's see the content first and then we will run. So you can see in the meta information we will find the information about the main class here. Okay, this is my file name .jar. Okay, so both the test cases got executed and passed. So let's try to run this jar file directly with the Java platform AC binary. Want to see if it will open the Chrome browser. Okay, so you can directly run that jar file as well, like this. Okay, so if you want to run through the command prompt, you can use that command java-jar jar file name .jar extension, or you can directly open it with the Java platform AC binary. So I hope you have understood how we can create this executable jar file for your main project. So let me know if you don't understand anything from this session. Okay, so thanks for watching guys. I will see you in the next video soon.